My buddy here, Kyan Douglas, and he's here because we're going to talk about hair. You know, millions of people turn to Pinterest for their hair inspiration, so their hairspiration, before they head over to the salon. So the most pinned colors of the moment, they're vivid. They go from like eccentric, like rich reds to like honey bronzy highlights, kind of like what I was going for here. So Kyan's here to break it all down for us. So we've got 3 of our viewers, right?
Yeah.
3 different viewers that tried each one of these trends that are really big on Pinterest.
That's right. Yep.
So up first is Lindsay.
Yeah.
And this was Lindsay's hair color before today. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, earlier. Right.
So the trend that we're going to talk about with Lindsay is called rose gold. It started out with jewelry, obviously. It's made its way into makeup, and now it's made its way into hair. And I love it because rose gold is a category of hair trend that we call them fantasy colors. So this is a way to try a fantasy color that's not too far out there.
It's not too out.
It's really accessible.
All right, let's see what it looks like on you. Come on out.
There it is.
Hey.
Well, the great thing about the rose gold trend is that if you have dark hair, your rose gold is going to be a much warmer version. If you have light hair, it's going to be a much cooler version.
I see.
So what you do is, in her case, we wanted it to be a little bit more softer. So we just did heavy highlighting, and we used bleach on the highlights to get the gold that's underneath her brown hair to come out. And then on top of that, we piled some pink and purples to give this all-over rose gold feel.
Actually, that looks quite natural.
Thank you, honey.
Okay, so Crystal is next.
Yeah. So,
Crystal, another beauty here.
Another
This
knockout.
is Crystal before you guys changed the hair color.
Yep.
And what was the goal?
trend?
Yeah, the trend.
Well, the trend is putting highlights on the ends of curly hair.
Yeah, this I see all the time.
It's really simple. This is great because you're not going for a really bright, blonde. You're going for a caramel, honey, even lighter tones of brown, so it's not damaging for the hair. And then you're only putting the color just on the ends, not all over.
Not saturating the hair. Why don't you step on out, Crystal, and show everybody.
Come on, girl.
So cute.
So beautiful. The thing what's so great about this trend, especially for somebody like Crystal, and this is so true of people with curly hair, they know their hair.
Yeah.
So by the way, we did all the color at Cutler Salon.
Yeah, they're great.
Who we love.
They did great.
When she showed up at Cutler, she knew that she wanted to have her hair cut dry. She knew exactly what parts of her hair she wanted cut. In other words, she really knows her hair.
Right, exactly.
And so, for me, I thought, hey, why don't we try putting some of the highlights here on the side? I'll just give you a little pop. And she said, you know what? I like that. But I also know that I have this one little curl down here that kind of hangs down a certain way.
And you look good.
She knows her hair so well that she could pick and choose where to place it.
I love that, though. I think that's cool.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you. Good job, Crystal. Valerie is our last trend.
Valerie's the last one, and this trend, I love it. It's called Ruby Red, and it's just a vibrant, big old loud red. And reds, reds.
This one makes a statement.
It's definitely like a statement trend of the moment.
Valerie, let's take a look.
The reason I love it so much is that she has the most beautiful skin. It's this alabaster, just clear skin.
It looks like you could ice skate on her skin. It's so smooth.
Yeah. But you add the red, and all of a sudden it brings out the rosiness in her cheeks. So let me just talk about this trend. There's a couple ways to go about it. You could put bleach on the entire head of hair, lift the color up, and then put a lot of vibrant color back on. The problem, it would be bright and beautiful, but it would fade really quickly. What we did with her was that we went in underneath and put in just a warm brunette. It was like a reddish brown base color.
Gotcha.
Nothing fancy, but beautiful. And then we took sections of her hair,
and gave that the pop.
Exactly.
Right.
So the overall
the
overall feel is like, bam, vibrant color. But even as these brightest pieces begin to fade a little bit, they're supported underneath by this warm base.
Cool.
Yeah. Good job.
So, nice job. So all the girls are together now. So, thank you, Kyan. Great job. Thank you, Cutler Salon. They did a great job again.